This week we visit the Deep South for a camp built on tradition and a dedicated staff. Come along with us as we dive into Indian Springs. This camp is definitely unique. Much of it sits on top of one of the world's largest freshwater springs. The spring has carved out an extensive labyrinth of underground caves. These caverns are a hotspot for adventure-minded scuba divers. On the surface, the cool, clear waters are home to a variety of fish and other aquatic wildlife. Located about 25 miles from downtown Tallahassee, Camp Indian Springs can accommodate up to 110 resident campers. The camp has been around for over 3 decades and still going strong. The Tallahassee YMCA has recently set out to reinvigorate things by updating its program base with the hopes of appealing to today's kids. Camp Indian Springs has all the traditional activities like horseback riding of Western as well as English, and archery, arts and crafts, in addition to the extreme sports.
3, 2, 1, go!
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 The previous administration was very intuitive about what kids want: ATV, paintball, all that sort of stuff. Some incredible, great ideas, and so we've had the privilege of having a lot of toys. So what I've been trying to do since I arrived 2 years ago was not just have toys, but substance behind the toys.
To represent us, and I just like to bless the campfire.
Like continuing the Y tradition of helping to build strong, confident young people and teaching them the importance of being honest, caring, respectful, and responsible. All this through extreme sports? What kind of character building do you think comes from ATV, paintball? I mean, you look at these things, they're fun, but...
Absolutely, and one of the things that we really strive to do is, and this year we've done it with the bracelets as a reminder. Every morning they'll get an honesty, caring, respect, or responsibility bracelet while they're here as part of our Morning Watch Chapel program. And then throughout the day, we talk about and try to model and teach, for instance, at ATV, it's not just about going off and riding in the woods. It's about, you know, caring for the equipment, caring for the environment. We're not blazing new trails and cutting down things. We're just doing it on previously disturbed trails. And I think kids grow an appreciation for the outdoors when they get to see that kind of stuff.
The cabin groups are the primary unit at Indian Springs for building community. We caught up with the girls of Taco Bago, singing their personal rendition of I Will Survive.
First I was afraid, I was petrified, kept thinking about camping if I was gonna survive. And I spent so many nights thinking about those wooden bunks, but now we're here. And we're already killing bugs, so start to fear. Tacos are here, we're gonna dominate, just like we do every year.
As much as we remember it.
Yeah.
Most of these girls are from the state of Florida, but some of the Taco Bago gang come from out of state.
My name is Bama.
And Bama, is there a reason why Bama?
Well, I live in Alabama. I've lived there all my life. I've never traveled anywhere but here, so it just kind of stuck with me all the years, even before I was a leader, even when I was a camper. Little Bama, come here now.
We like the entertaining part. We entertain people.
One of the other leaders had a little farther to come.
I'm traveling the world for like 3 or 4 years, so this is just one of the many stops that I'm making.
Wow, what made you pick Camp Indian Springs of all places?
Well, it was close to my sister. That was a big thing, and all the added activities like paintball and teaching ATV here, and skate park. It just seemed a lot more interesting than the other camps. And it's in Florida. It's in sunny Florida.
Sunny Florida indeed, with temperatures that regularly top 90 degrees and air that's humid enough to slow even the most die-hard Floridian. Taking a dip in the spring is a daily ritual you don't want to miss. Of course, no YMCA camp would be complete without a little good-natured fun. Camp Indian Springs is no exception.
All right, so they tell me they have all kinds of hijinks at lunch, so we're gonna go check it out.
Our dining hall has a lot of different things, skip around the room and the tangos, and it seems like every camp has, you know, the songs and stories and things that they do that make them somewhat unique.
From wacky antics in the dining hall to an updated version of Capture the Flag, we're getting in the middle of some extreme team-building activities. When we return, paintball. The campers at Indian Springs have an intense passion for paintball. As they approach the playing field, they put on their game faces. But first, they do some professional paintball stretches to get ready for the action.
You put your left arm in, you put your left arm out, you put your left arm in and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself about. That's what it's all about. You put your right ankle in, you put your right ankle out, you put your right ankle in and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself about. That's what it's all about. Okay, this is peaceful right now, but this field is about to be teeming with youngsters in a paintball battle royale. Let's come along, we're going to be embedded in the action.
The team of campers have challenged 2 camp leaders and CJ, a young budding paintball professional, to a match. Even though they're outnumbered by campers, the leaders typically win these challenges. But this time out, the camp team hopes to humble their leaders.
Starting in 3, 2, 1, go!
Both teams stand cautious, surveying the conditions and shouting out locations to their teammates. Good communication and teamwork is essential to tip the odds in their favor. The girls, new to the game, more than held their own against the seasoned leader and pro team. The campers showed the strength a team can have by working in tandem to achieve a common goal as they outlasted the leaders. So what was the strategy? You guys seem like
Teamwork. Teamwork.
Yeah,
Numbers. We were told
Teamwork and numbers.
and communication and
Teamwork, numbers,
being determined to finally beat them. And skills.
That's the first time.
Would you like us to show you some communications?
What kind of communications are you guys talking about?
just talking to
This
each
is like
other.
moving to another bunker, and then you
Point is you,
Go
point
to
at
the bunker.
yourself is me,
You
and then
defend.
you point to the bunker.
And we said we defend.
So CJ, tell us how to go down.
None of us had paint, none of us had any CO2, and none of us could see.
Did they have you pinned down over there in the back, or what was going on there?
We were pretty much trying to just get the baby and run back.
How about the sting of the youngsters taking you down?
Whatever happened again?
We won, and they're sad, so they're making up excuses. That's
We outnumbered
because
them.
they lost.
Because they don't like their own students to beat them.
Okay, so that's it. They're just gonna let them take it, be the champions, end it there, or what's going down?
We're doing a rematch.
Nice. Any strategies for the rematch?
Shoot them all, don't get shot.
Excellent.
Go out and dominate.
So, what game are we playing?
It's gonna be full elimination, just like we just did. And this time we have full tanks. This time, and yeah, won't run out of air.
And full elimination means?
Last man standing.
This time around, the leaders team come on strong from the outset. For this match, CJ was fueled by determination. He ramped up his communication and leadership on the team.
Communication is another part of paintball that we've just tried to, instill. I know there's corporate teams out there at IBM and Hewlett-Packard who go off and do paintball to develop their management skill communication. And we're teaching it to a bunch of 12 and 13-year-olds now, so that hopefully when they go out in the world, they'll have some of those skills with them.
Communication, quick thinking, and trusting their instincts help the leaders come out on top, evening up the score. From the paintball field, we'll travel across camp to check out some more fun at Indian Springs, so stay with us. Camp Indian Springs offers some really cool programs for the campers. Archery is a camp classic that is always challenging and very popular.
No, not that high. Yeah, pull back forward. Ah, beautiful ship.
Trying to just hit the target from this distance is a major test of hand-eye coordination, especially for younger campers. Next door to the archery range is Western horseback riding, where campers learn the basics of good horsemanship.
Come stride. Put your hands forward. Don't keep pulling back. Just hold stride.
For campers with a little more experience, Camp Indian Springs offers an English horseback program. Here, riders get to refine their equestrian skills. In addition to the traditional camp programs, Indian Springs is very progressive with its extreme sports activities. There are sports for campers who love to push the limit or just want to try something new, like ATV. With YMCA high-risk programs, safety always takes priority, and before campers get the chance to take it up a notch, they're required to start from scratch.
The ATV program, we start with basics and we just kind of work through it. It depends on how fast the kids catch on. There's a lot to do with shifting, and some people need to learn brakes a little bit more than others and important things like that. Then we work up, we start learning how to go over hills. Then we get to some steeper hills, logs.
One of the recent additions at the ATV program are time trials. The leaders establish safety precautions and ride the course to set a time. And then the campers are given the green light to let loose.
3, 2, 1, go!
What we do is we go around the track and we'll time each person, and it's such a narrow track, we just do one person at a time and we'll time them and write down the time, and as everybody gets done, then we can, at the end, have a winner, and it's pretty cool.
Campers are encouraged to push themselves when they're riding, but always within the limits of their skills. Clamp says the kids love the ATV program at Camp Indian Springs, and he thinks it's a great outlet for building self-confidence.
Kids who are kind of shy about camp and kind of awkward with being in the group, it definitely gives them something to look forward to, and bring them in more. You get a shy kid, they're like, okay, I'm not sure about camp, but I really want to learn ATV, so I'm going to go try it. And they'll make it through the week and they'll realize how great camp is, everything else besides ATVs.
The BMX park is out on the high-risk activities side of camp. We have the horse barn and the skate park are all one entity.
The park includes ramps, rails, and a foam pit, so skaters can push their limits and safely try some new tricks. Cha-Cha, as he's known around camp, is the guy's senior leader and himself a BMXer.
Skaters come out there, they skateboard. We have kids that bring their own rollerblades. They do their thing out there. And then we actually have class for skateboarders and BMXers. We provide bikes and boards for guys and girls that don't bring their own. And also we have pads and helmets for them too.
Cha-Cha believes these sports are a great vehicle for reinforcing YMCA's core values. He says that the values are encouraged even in the less structured environment of the skate park. He reminds them to respect each other and then lets them loose.
My biggest hope is they at least remember the 4 core values. I mean, respect, honesty, caring, responsibility.
To help carry these values through all activities, each camper at Indian Springs is presented with some colorful reminders of the Y's values and are encouraged to wear them with pride.
These bracelets, we give them out every single morning for the first 4 days. They really just help to focus the meaning of the day, what we really want the campers to try to focus on. We basically just use it to help